Welcome to She Can. I am so excited for this episode today because I am joined by the legend that is Angelina Daly. Angelina, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
I am so excited for this conversation because the thing that I love about you and the reason that I asked you about this to come onto this podcast is because you're brave. You have this ability to just go after things. And I first started following you years ago when you tagged one of the early episodes of She Can.
Yep.
And you said that you just applied for your license to do aesthetics.
Yep.
And now, fast forward, probably about 5 or 6 years.
I think probably about 5 years now. Yep.
You have a clinic.
I have.
With 16 aesthetics nurses.
I have.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it's been amazing.
So take me back to that moment when you first of all decided to become an aesthetics nurse. So you changed career completely.
Yep.
What was the catalyst to that change of career?
So when I have 2 children, I've got Genevieve and I've got little Evangeline, and Genevieve was the oldest one. When I had her, I was selling kitchens, I was designing kitchens, I was working quite a lot of her younger years. So I had to go back to work very quickly because I couldn't afford to not. So I feel with Genevieve, my mum, my sister, saw more of her growing up than what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't really think too much of it at the time. That's just what we had to do. Sean was working a 9 till 5. I had to do mine, and that's how we survived. Fast forward to being pregnant with Evangeline, and I just knew I didn't want that. I didn't want it to be like that. I didn't want to miss everything again. And that is where Sean and I started thinking, right, hold on, how can we do this? We've always been very good at working together. He's really, really good at coming up with plans, and I'm really, really good at doing plans. And
execution.
Literally, that is something that I am so good at. So that's where it came from. We booked it, my course. It was £3,500. Didn't have that money. I booked it on a credit card, and I went, and that was it. I done Botox first off, and then it just spiraled. I was good at it. I was good with people. It was brilliant, making people feel so good. Everyone's so happy to see their Botox lady.
Of course.
So happy to see them.
Help me out.
Literally. So it was something that I was just meant to do. People are what I'm meant to do. And that's a huge part of it, is people.
So there'll be someone listening to this podcast right now who's thinking, I would love to have the guts to do something like that.
Yeah.
I am in sales and I'd love to go and get my qualification for whatever. I'd love to make a big change. Yeah. What advice would you give to someone who's thinking about a career change after kids? They've already formed their identity around being a salesperson or a teacher or a nurse or whatever they are, and they want to completely change their path.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to them?
So for me, it's difficult being a mum because everything has to be a smart decision based on your children, right? You need to provide for your children. You need to be there for your children. Money, you need money. We just don't have the choice to not be doing all these things. So for me, you need a solid plan. But more important than that, you need to feel like you've already got it. You need to feel like, this is going to work because I'm telling you it's going to work. There's nothing that I've ever done that I've not totally backed myself on. Anything I've done, the Botox, I just knew this is going to work because it needs to work. But manifesting that, you don't just think it and it happens. You then need to do the work to get there, don't you? So I'm all about thinking, right, let's put it out there. Here we go. But it's not just that. You then need to work hard. So I was relentless on social media with it. I was taking content all the time. I was getting better. I was upskilling myself. So I think for me, just bloody do it. Just start the damn thing, but start it believing that you've already got it. That's what I did.
That's great advice.
It worked.
And then you became not only a clinician, but you opened the clinic.
Yes.
How did that step go from one-man band to now you have 16 nurses under the roof?
Yes, so I am not an aesthetics nurse, just to put that out there, okay? So I am not a nurse, but I do have 16 of them that work within my clinic. So my clinic has been Healthcare Improvement Scotland registered, which is the sort of highest standard that an aesthetics clinic can be. It is all regulated. So to get that, there is loads of steps that you need to follow. Lots of health and safety, environmental health need to be involved. Loads of different things are involved in that. I could see a change in the way the industry was working. I could see things becoming stricter, more regulated, because when I started, it was, I mean, it still is the Wild Wild West, but we're getting better. When I started, there wasn't any regulation around it at all. I was in a little room, albeit it was clean, it was fine, but there wasn't as much structure, policies, procedures. There was nobody really to fall back on if something was to go wrong. And I could see that changing. And like I say, I'm always quite forward planning. I'm always thinking of what's coming next for me. I'm always trying to take things to the next level. I'm always trying to do better and be better. So I just knew that this was going to happen and that everyone eventually was going to need to be registered. So I thought, let's get it earlier than everybody else. So I think I was the second non-medic in Scotland to have a HIS registered clinic, which is cool. I think I might still be the second. So yeah, it's a really, really hard and prestigious thing to get, and we've got it, and I'm proud of it.
Absolutely. So Scottish Aesthetics Co. is the name of the clinic, and it's in Kilmarnock.
Yep.
So you have Scottish Aesthetics Co.
Yep.
And you've got all these people working in the building. You've got a thriving business.
Yep.
And that's where your health journey started.
Yes.
To take charge, basically, of your life, because now your identity is all things health and wellness.
Yes, it's changed again.
So take me back to, you had a thriving business, but your health wasn't your priority.
No, it was my least important thing in my life, actually, I think.
Okay.
I had almost convinced myself that being overweight was just me. And because everything, my body grows proportionally. So when I get heavier, my bum gets bigger, my boobs get bigger. So it's fine because everything's still in proportion. But I'm a size 18 to 20 and I'm the most unhealthy that I've ever been.
Okay.
But I think your body goes into that kind of fight or flight. You're always trying to protect yourself, aren't you? And that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
Trying to protect myself. So I was saying out loud, no, I feel great, because I always take pride in how I look, how I wear my hair, my makeup, my outfits, but I was not looking after the most important thing, my body. It was nuts. And I actually got married looking and feeling like that, which, looking back on it now, is so sad because of how I feel now. I've never felt better than what I feel right this second. So I could have had that for my wedding, for, one of the most important days of my life, but I didn't. These things happen.
You just need to renew your vows.
I do. And I will. But I get to play dress up in wedding dresses sometimes anyway, so that's okay. But
amazing.
Not my real one.
So what was the catalyst then? What made you think, right, enough is enough, I need to change this here?
So we got married November and then we actually fell pregnant in December, which was lovely. It was a planned baby and we unfortunately lost the baby very shortly after that. And as much as I'm sure it wasn't because of my body, I blamed it. That's what we do, isn't it? We need a reason. We're human beings, and I feel like everything needs a reason. We need to know why things happen. That's just kind of how we're built. So I blamed my body for that. And Sean has always been relatively healthy. He's always tried to push me to do better and be better for me, not for him, for me. And he said, listen, let's change it. Let's just change it. Like, we can't, it's done. Let's change it. So, bizarrely, a PT cold DM'd me on Instagram and signed up with him. Just signed up with him. And I started on this journey of just shedding the weight, really. And it went really well, and I documented quite a lot of it. And that was about 2 years ago. I then found running, maybe 6-ish, 7 months into that, and I totally fell in love with it. I just loved it. I thought running was brilliant. I was all right at it. Not great, but I was all right at it. And I just ran a marathon a few weeks ago. So, yeah.
Wait. We have to reverse a wee bit.
Yeah.
So I was a size 18, 20.
Yep.
I was overweight. I was feeling a bit rubbish. And then I just ran a marathon.
And then I just ran a marathon a few weeks ago, aye. So that was good.
This is just you.
It is.
All
it
over.
Is, I know. It is. I know. People say this about me quite regularly.
You don't do things by halves, do you?
Mm-mm. And see, I've got this, I say it to everybody, see life is so short, you actually have got no idea when it's ending, when you're not waking up, or anybody around you, so just fucking do things. Just do things. I hate sitting about. I hate it because I think it's a waste of time. I just think I love living my life, I love being busy, and I love just improving everything about everything. Does that make sense?
It absolutely makes
Do you
sense.
know what I mean?
It's such good life advice. Just do
Is it?
things.
I know about it. I mean, it's not that simple, and I get that it's not that simple, but it kind of is.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Kind of is.
And I think there's so many people, and you're maybe one of them listening to this right now, and you're thinking, I want to do things. I would love to start running. I would like to sign up with a PT. I would like to change my career, whatever. But you're maybe in a space of overthinking and questioning yourself. And could I do it? And Angelina's so confident. Could I do that? Do I have what it takes? Where does that confidence come from?
So it's funny, the confidence thing, I don't know if I'm actually that confident, which you probably wouldn't think based on the fact that I talk on Instagram all the time and this, that, the next thing. But so confidence is maybe not the right word. I believe in myself. I believe that if I want something, I can do it. I can get it because of my track record. Everything that I've tried to do, I've kind of achieved.
Yeah.
But there's steps to get there. I don't just wake up and, open a clinic. That's not how it works. It's a lot of work. So I think if you want something, don't hold yourself back. The only person generally that holds you back is yourself. You
Absolutely.
tend to find people around you will think, yeah, go on. Okay, start running. And it's you that then talks yourself out of that. So I just think confidence, maybe, you don't need it. You don't need it. You get it eventually.
It's overrated.
Yeah, it is a wee bit. Aye.
Do the thing and the confidence comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I walked through that gym, oh my God, my confidence was through the ground. Like, I was really overweight. Sean had a six-pack. Oh, God. And I was like, I can't even cope. I know, it's so easy for them. I mean, it's not. He trains harder than anyone I know. But I was like, not remotely confident. But I thought, you know what? Nothing is going to change if I don't change it.
Nothing changes. Nothing changes.
Aye, that is cliche, but it's true, isn't it? So, yeah, confidence, get rid of it.
Absolutely.
Just do the thing.
Courage over confidence.
That's it.
And I love what you said there about I had a track record. And I think that is so key because you create your own track record. And whether that is drinking a glass of water instead of your coffee or going a walk instead of sitting scrolling on your phone, it's just little things that build up over time.
Totally.
And then it makes you think, well, if I could do that, I can do this. If I manage to do that, then I can take the next step.
Yeah, definitely.
And it seems that Sean is so supportive.
It's the best.
How important has that been with your transformation?
I am so obsessed with Sean.
Oh,
I am. Right, I am. And he's obsessed with me too. And I just love him. He's just brilliant. So for me, Sean is the only reason that I've got to where I've got to. Wow. I'm crying.
that's okay.
Jeez, hold on. I need a minute.
Take your time.
Yeah. Basically, I was just coasting through life and it wasn't going to change. I was quite down. I was down in how I felt about myself, and he knew it because he sees the behind the scenes. Nobody on Instagram sees what goes on in the background, do they? They see what we show them, and that's what it's all about. It's curated content generally, isn't it? So he is the one who said, like, how can you not run a marathon? How can you not run Tokyo? Of course you can. How can you not? Who cares that you're runaway athletes? Mental. How can you not do that? Like, yes, you can. And he just believed in me more than I believed in myself. And then that whole delusion, because he's like, you're amazing. You just feel amazing, don't you? And eventually that's it. You're amazing.
You start to believe it.
Yeah. So, I wouldn't be where I am without him.
Oh, the love story of the century.
I know, he's an
Angelina and Sean.
I know, I love
But
him.
it is so important, and we hear all the time, you become the average of the 5 people that you spend most time with. And we had Vari on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and she was talking about her horrific journey with coercive control and domestic abuse, and the opposite was true.
Yeah.
You know, if someone puts you down long enough, you'll start to believe it.
Yeah.
But if someone is there cheering you on and believing that you can do it, then it makes a massive impact in your life. And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I don't have that in my life, then just know that you can curate your own impact. So you can watch people on Instagram who you're positively influenced by, like yourself. You can listen to podcasts that will build you up and make yourself realise what you're capable of. It doesn't have to be, if you're thinking, you know, I don't have that person in my life, then you can bring your own to the table.
Yep.
So going back to the marathon conversation.
Yes.
How did you start running?
Okay. So I started running 14 months ago, which is nuts.
14 months ago.
14
For how long? What a distance?
Ago. 1 minute.
What? 1 minute, 14
nuts.
months ago.
Yeah. So basically, again, Sean said to me, Sean is an angel. So we were going to the gym, because like I said, PT 2 years ago, we were going to the gym maybe 6-7 months or whatnot. And he said to me, he was always on the treadmill doing lots of endurance stuff, cardio and whatnot. And he said to me, why don't you try it? And I was like, oh God, no way. I'm too overweight for that nonsense. And he said, download this app. It's an app called Runner. I downloaded it, no problem. It cost however much a month. Started my first little plan to get to a 5K. And my first run was run for a minute, walk for a minute, run for a minute, walk for a minute. And I was pouring sweat.
Yeah.
I couldn't breathe. It was horrendous.
Nothing prepares you for running apart
It's
from
so
running.
humbling. Like, because I was like, a minute, geez, peace, I wouldn't bother at a minute. No, it was horrendous the minute. So that was my first ever run 14 months ago. I actually looked at it recently, and it was something like 2.36 kilometres the entire run had equated to, broken up of like a minute, and cool down and all that jazz. So yeah, it was mad. That was it. And I just stuck with the plan. The plan was cool because it just told me this is how we're going to improve it. So listen to the experts. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And that wee 5K came eventually, and I then ended up becoming an ambassador for the app because it kind of changed my life. I always say that. I feel like it did change my life. I fell in love with it through this app. And then they took me to Tokyo to run a world major marathon, which was really cool, with athletes, real ones.
Tokyo Marathon. Done.
I should have brought my medal.
You should have.
No, show and tell. I'm raging at an hour. Raging.
How was it? How was the marathon?
Oh, it was amazing. Nothing can prepare you for a marathon. Have you ever ran a marathon?
I have, once.
Right, so.
Once. One time
right, one and
only.
done. I hear you. So you know, it's nothing can prepare you. Your legs can be amazing, your entire training block, and then something can go wrong in the day, and you can't really control it. So it's quite scary. I don't like that uncertainty. On the day though, I was quite lucky. My legs were good, feet were cut, but it's actually your head. A lot of it's in your head. So I was running no problem, got to about 30 odd kilometres, and I was like, oh my goodness, why am I doing this? You could stop. You could stop right now. Why are you not stopping? Like, you're tired. Just stop. But you need to fight your head, and that's another really cool achievement, is the fact that you keep on going when everything is on fire.
Yeah.
Literal fire. But it was amazing.
And
I
just
loved
that
it.
feeling of accomplishment when you've done it. You've ran 26.2 miles from 2.3 kilometres
Literally walking
14 months
half of
ago.
it. I know.
Unbelievable.
Madness. I know. Oh, it's an amazing feeling. Really cool.
So I hope that you know, if you're listening to this and you would love to start running, then you absolutely can do it. You just need to start. And Runna is a brilliant app, isn't it?
Amazing. Honestly, I love them.
How did you become an ambassador for them?
So I was just tagging them and everything. They must have get sick fed up of me. But I just think that wee accountability, every time I done a run, I shared my run, spoke about it, tagged them, and then I just messaged them. I just was like, do you know what? Shoot your shot. Who cares? Like,
there's that moment of bravery again.
That's it, isn't it? So I messaged them and I was like, hey guys, what you doing? And I just said, listen, I love your app. I think that it's changed my life. Like, I do honestly feel like it's changed my life. And I would love to be involved with you some way or another. And they said, yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was it. So I've been working with them for quite a wee while now. And yeah, I love them as much now as what I did at the start. They do as much for me now as what they did then, if not more. And brilliant. Good habit. Healthy
Absolutely,
habit.
absolutely. So the marathon's done, and next
Yep.
on your list
Oh, God.
is an Ironman 70.3.
Yes,
So what exactly does that involve?
So an Ironman 70.3 is a triathlon. It's a 1900 metre swim, a 90k bike, straight into a half marathon.
90k bike into a half marathon.
Yes, that is exactly what I'm going to be doing in June.
That's June. Okay, that's not that far away.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So you were at the gym this morning.
I was.
You're swimming later today.
Swimming tonight. Yeah.
Your life is basically
fitness.
Ironman fitness training at the moment.
I just got a new coach. She's amazing. So I'm hoping that she gets me over that line.
Brilliant.
So yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, that came again. That was Sean. It's a theme here. So Sean does triathlon. He's very, very fit, very good at all these things. And he said to me, like, you could do that. I was like, no, I couldn't. Eh? No, you could. I booked it.
You booked it?
I booked it a year in advance, and this is me now getting round to train for it.
Wow. And now you're an ambassador for a swimming company as well?
Yes, Zone 3. Well, it's a triathlon company.
Right,
yes,
okay.
so it's called Zone 3. So predominantly swimming, but they do other bits as well. But yeah, so they're cool too. So that's amazing as well. Like, these opportunities arise when you just ask people, you just have conversations with people. Like, again, I just went into their DMs. I just think, do you know what? Who cares? Like, what's the worst that can happen? You just say no.
Yeah.
And then what? I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing. But instead they said yeah, and got events planned with them and lots of cool stuff. So there's something to be said for delusionally just thinking that there's nothing you can't do. That's it, I think.
There's nothing you can't do.
Nothing
I love that.
No.
And it's absolutely true.
It is.
Because everyone who's done anything incredible in life started with an idea.
Yeah.
It's just that ability to just think, screw it, let's do it.
Let's do it. See how we go.
So that's obviously part of it, sliding into the company's DMs.
Yeah.
But then there's the consistency over time of you showing up on social media day after day after day. You talk on your stories all the time. You have face to camera reels all the time.
All the time.
How do you deal with that, the days where you just cannot be bothered showing people your face on social media? You just don't want to be on there.
It's hard, isn't it? Because it's part of your job now is to show up. So you wouldn't just not go to your work because you can't really be arsed, right?
Yeah.
So I look at all of this as another form of income for me, and I would like it to grow to be something bigger. So for me, sometimes you just show up even when you feel shit, but you say you feel shit.
Yeah.
And that's okay as well, because a lot of what I do on my Instagram, on my account, in my life is, if you're feeling crap, it's better to talk about it instead of hiding it. I had it for a long time. I had loads of mental illness, shall we say, and alcohol as well for a long time. And where did that get you? It got me into a dark black hole. So for me, if I'm having a shit day, I'll just say I'm having a shit day.
Yeah.
You're not always going to feel great. I'm lucky now that I'm in a really, really good headspace where shit days are few and far between for me now. But it was the total opposite 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Most of my days were shit. You just didn't know because I hid it.
Well,
I tried to hide it. You know, you could probably see through it, but...
And a massive part of that is the habits that you have now, your physical habits, and also just going and having fun and doing the things that you want to be doing and going after the goals that you want to be going and starting the businesses that you want to be starting.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm in a really lucky place now where my clinic runs really, really well. So I don't need to be there 5-6 days a week the way I used to. So I do have a bit more time, and I'm aware of that, but I also jam pack so much into all that time. I don't just sit down, so I'm never off my feet. I'm always buzzing about, but that's what makes me thrive. So I get that's not for everybody, but it is for me, and I've worked hard to get to a place where I can plan my life like that, and yeah, hard work pays off, I suppose.
Absolutely. And I think a lot of people will be listening to this thinking, I would like to put myself out there on social media, but I'm worried about what people think.
Yeah.
And I feel like, firstly, you don't have time to be worried about what people think. You're too busy on to the next thing. Post it on to the next thing.
That's it.
But you have experienced trolling. You have experienced some abuse on there.
Goodness. Yeah. The thing is, people are miserable, right? Generally speaking, lots of people in the world are miserable, and I get it. The world is in a terrible place. But how you put your energy out there, I always say trolls are like drinking poison and expecting me to die, right?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. You drinking poison, Meg, isn't touching me.
Uh-huh.
That's a problem for you. So that is on them, and you're always going to get people like that. But trying to block that out is hard. And I came off social media for years because of these trolls, and I'm angry at myself now for it because they didn't deserve to have that power over me at that time, but they did. I'm only human. You
Yeah.
know, like I've got feelings.
Yeah.
I'm not just someone behind a camera. And sometimes I think people forget that you are a real person and you're not just something they watch through a screen.
Yeah.
And I think that can be where the problem lies, is you're almost like dehumanized to some. But for me now, I know how happy I am in myself. I've got the best kids in the world. They're hilarious. They're bonkers and I love them so much. My husband's amazing. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, so for me, the trolling doesn't bother me anymore. It's crap. See, when you instantly get a message and it's saying something horrible about your kids or you feel crap, don't you? I mean,
Of
if
course,
I said something horrible to you right now, like, you'd be like, what? You're a maniac. Like, you'd feel crap.
Yeah.
But feel it and then just move on. Who cares? They're not paying your bills. They're not living your life. They're probably living a life much shitter than yours.
Yep.
That's the reality. Happy people don't do that. I
Yep.
would never think to do anything like that. But maybe when you're in a darker place, maybe it feels better giving someone else shit. I don't know. Sad.
I mean, it is sad, but it's a good way of looking at it, that it's more to do with them than it is to do with you. And of course it is.
Yeah, definitely.
But it is a serious problem. We were talking earlier about how serious it is.
So bad. So bad. You know, earlier on we were speaking about a young girl who has just taken her own life. How's that? How are we here? How are we in a place where that's even a thing? Horrendous. I think people don't understand the impact that they can have on people by anonymously telling them that they look fat, telling them that their kid looks like they've got X, Y, and Z. And I think if they were to meet the person in real life, it would just never happen. They would never in their wildest dreams say that to someone out loud.
Yeah.
So I feel this behind the screen, behind the keyboard thing needs to go. But it's not going anytime soon, I don't imagine.
Yeah. It's sad, and it's sad that it has to be part of your experience if you want to put yourself out there on social media. And it's definitely a reason that people don't, because they don't want to come across that.
Yeah, totally. One of the things that annoys me so much with being a content creator or whatever is people think and they say, oh well, she puts herself out there. Sorry?
So she deserves it.
What mindset is that? What mindset is because you share your fitness journey online that people are then okay to anonymously abuse you?
Unbelievable.
Insane. For me, it would be okay if they abused me on the real profile, because then you've got a connection. I can speak to the person. I can challenge them. See, when it's anonymous, they know they're doing something wrong because it's anonymous. They're embarrassed by their own behaviour because it's anonymous. They don't say it with their chest. They say it behind a cat profile picture.
A cat.
Geese peace.
A cat on a plant pot or something ridiculous, isn't it?
Sunset. Geese peace. So, yeah, I think trolls are sad. They need a wee bit of help, and that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Anymore.
And obviously the more you grow, the more likely that is to happen. So maybe it's a good sign.
I know, that's it. I know. But the good thing is as well, you don't need to see the trolling. So the trolling tends to happen on a wee bizarre platform. I don't look on it, so I don't see it.
Okay.
So for me, that doesn't even exist anymore. Years ago, I consumed myself with it, and it did destroy me at that time, hence the few years that I stopped. Now, I don't look at it. I'm not even, like, I don't even want to. You know, sometimes you would get that feeling back in the day where I was like, oh, I wonder what they're saying. I don't give a shit what they're saying. I honestly just couldn't care anymore. The odd time they'll catch you out with a message sent directly to your profile and you'll open it accidentally and then you read it and that's crap, but it's only crap for a couple of hours. And then you go back to your life that they're probably envious of.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
shame.
what it comes down to at the end of the day, isn't
It
it?
always does. Yeah, it always does. But
if you've got that North Star, you know why you're doing it. You're inspiring people. You're changing people's lives every day. There'll be people who are looking at your journey thinking, I am feeling depressed. I'm feeling low. I'm physically not in the shape that I want to be. In 14 months, she ran a marathon, so she can do it. What can I do?
Yeah. 2 years, I lost 5 stone.
2 years, 5 stone.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing anything drastic. Like, I was still going out for nice lunches. I still really enjoy my life and I share it so you see it. But yeah, it's possible, and it's possible. You just need to start.
So what's next?
Oh God, what's next? So I've just done my level 2 PT and I'm doing my level 3. That'll be finished in a couple of weeks. And then my plan is to help other women do the same thing. Because why should it only be me? You know?
Absolutely.
And I think there is a place for normal mums to believe in themselves and get that identity back where you're not just mum. You're not just shoving something on to hide how your body looks. You take pride in how you look, and I want to help people to get to that point. I was wearing dresses that were like bin bags, albeit pretty ones, but it was to hide everything about me. Whereas now, I'm not shy in wearing anything anymore because I feel great.
Yeah.
And I just think we can all get to that point. If we want it, not everyone wants it, and that's fine. But I get hundreds of messages every week from women that do and that are trying to get to where I am, and they're asking me for advice. And I just think I could do that more successful and help them more with a platform for it. So that's the plan.
Unbelievable. So casually just starting a coaching business alongside everything else.
Why not?
And
I feel like I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, because it's my life.
Yeah.
It's my life. So it's my life's journey has got me to such an amazing place that I can tailor it to other people, and why can they not get in an amazing place?
Absolutely.
You know?
You mentioned these women talking about their identity.
Yeah.
Do you think your identity's caught up with your new lifestyle?
Oh God, I don't even know. Like, I feel like for a long time I didn't have an identity. I didn't even feel like mum. I felt a bit robotic. I felt like I was just going through the motions and I was showing up where I felt I needed to show up, and I was kind of doing the bare minimum of everything for a while. Whereas now, I just know who I am now. I'm quite strong now. I'm kind of everything to everyone that I need to be for. Like, I'm a great mum, I'm a great wife, I'm a brilliant friend, but I put myself first. And I think a lot of that falls into place because I prioritise myself.
Yeah. And you are so busy. You've already got your thriving business. You're a mum of 2, and a lot of people will be thinking, how does she have time for that? How does she have time for the extra qualification? Now she's going to start a coaching business alongside everything else.
I know.
I can't even feed myself. What would you say to that question? You must get asked about time a lot.
I do get asked a lot about time. I don't have like a solid answer for everyone because everyone's lives are different, and I get that, and I'm not taking away from anybody. However, I do think everybody has time, right? I'm not going to go down the Molly May, right? She get cancelled for that, right? We all have time, and I think if we're all realistic with ourselves, there is times where you're scrolling on your phone, right, and just doom scrolling TikTok. My husband falls asleep before me. I've got an hour where I go on and I edit reels. He's sleeping. I'm not. So all of us have time. It's just where you put your priorities. Some people prioritise sitting on the sofa 7 till 10 watching the telly. Totally fine. But that's time, isn't it? It's time that you could use differently. I go swimming 7 till 8 or 8:30 till 9:30. Tonight it's 8 till 9. Kids are in bed. I go swimming. So, you know, you have time.
Yeah.
We have time.
You said something to me just before we started recording, and I loved it. You said, decide on the goal and the time will show up.
Oh, totally, yeah. So for me, again, it's kind of like putting your priorities first. So if someone, you know, if we've got plans or someone says to me, do you want to do X, Y, and Z, I look at my schedule first before I do anything else. And if I've got a long run, for example, then I'll try and plan whatever my pals want to do. I'll like prioritise my run over them. I'll still get to them, I'll still do it, but I'll always try and make the time for what I know works for my head better. And I know that if I miss my runs or if I miss my swims, that catches up with me in different ways.
Yeah.
And I think that is important. You need to prioritise what actually is going to make your life better and what is going to get you to the outcome that you want. If you say you want it, but are you working towards it? You need to make the time for it. You need to sacrifice other things, and that's reality, because we don't have endless time. But I don't very often sit and watch telly, ever.
Yeah.
Actually, ever. I'm always doing something, whether it be doing my bloody PT course, editing reels, prescription orders. That's what I do at night. I don't just sit.
I don't imagine your scroll time is very high, is it?
Just depends, because a lot of my work is online, obviously. So I couldn't tell you what everyone's up to on their pages, because I'm not aimlessly scrolling, but I'm always kind of looking for inspiration, trending audios, this, that, the next thing. So I am definitely on social media a lot.
Yeah.
But productively.
With intention.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't just sit. I mean, sometimes at night I'll sit on TikTok and I'll scroll. I'm only human.
Yeah.
I'm not Superwoman.
Yeah.
Like, geez, we all like TikTok, don't we? But yeah, I feel I use my time quite wise.
Yeah. And I love what you said there about, prioritising what makes you feel good in the moment, because I think so often we can have a goal for our business, for example, and we put that goal at the front and become obsessed by it, and then your health goes out the window.
Yeah.
Or I'll get fit when I make this amount of money, then I'll join the gym.
Yeah.
When I get to this level, then I'll lose the weight.
Yeah.
But actually, when you get there, nothing will change.
Yeah, totally.
It's just all about the process and learning to enjoy that as you go.
Yeah, defo. My husband he sort of refers to it as delayed gratification. Yes. Like, you can't be bothered maybe doing a run. I can't be bothered going swimming the night, right? 8 till 9, I can't be bothered. But I will feel good once it's done, and I'll be more prepared for my Ironman if I go to these sessions.
Yeah.
That's it. You kind of give up. I'd rather be just maybe doing anything else really than swimming. Literally anything. But I'm not going to get better if I don't do. I'm shit now, but I'll be shit forever if I don't do it. Mm-hmm. So the gratification comes after the fact.
Yeah.
So.
And it comes back to that track record again. You're building. Yep, every
always.
Time you do it. Every time you turn up at the pool, you're putting another coin in that bank of, literally. I can do this Ironman, I can do that swim.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Terrified.
It's going to be wonderful. So just to finish, what would you say to the Angelina of 5 years ago? You're a size 18, 20. Wow. You wouldn't even consider going anywhere near a marathon to watch, let alone run.
Yes. So what would I have said to myself? Well, what would I say now? So I would basically tell myself to get a grip, stop pretending. I was pretending to everybody that I was happy, and I was so miserable in how I looked and how I felt. So stop pretending and just start something, start somewhere, go out a walk. Anything is better than what I was doing, because I was doing nothing and more. So yeah, just start. That is the perfect sentence to finish this on. Thank you so much, Angelina. Thank you for having me.
If people want to follow you, where can they follow you?
So Instagram is my main platform, so it's just angelina.i.daily. I do have TikTok as well, but Instagram is where you'll see me most.
Perfect. We'll see you over there.
Thank you
so much. Thanks so much for watching this episode of She Can, and we'll see you soon.